Hey guys, and welcome to a segment today that we're going to be doing. And the big idea is we're going to be having a box. Here's the box. And in this box, what's going to happen is there's going to be a food item or something crazy put in this box. Myself, Lester, by the way, and Mike are then going to put our hands in. We're going to touch, feel around, and just by merely feeling it, we're going to try guess what it is. If we get it right, you're a winner. Then you have to take it, eat it, and I'm guessing it's going to be disgusting, and you don't want to eat it.
Why do I always get the fruit stuff?
I don't know, Mike. We're trying to feed you, bro. Make sure you're well and healthy. Guys, I hope you guys are excited. It's going to be good. Right now, we're going to go into the first food, right? We're going to do it. Mike, tell me a joke, bro.
This food item that we're getting.
Yeah?
I don't know jokes.
Okay, bro, so what is your least favorite food? Like, if you had to have a food come up, what would it be?
Anything that has fruit.
Anything that has fruit.
Anything that is fruit.
Okay, anything that is fruit, so healthy. Cool. What we're going to do is I'm not going to let us decide. I'm going to look to the back, and I'm going to ask people who needs to go first. Okay, we're told we're going to play rock, paper, scissors first. Okay, let's play nice and high so we can see. Okay, on shoot, bro. Don't cheat. Okay, don't cheat.
So it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
No, we rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes, that's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
No, who plays like that? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Aww. Stop. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Aww. What a baby. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes!
Dang it.
Okay.
So, hands in the box.
Go for it.
Feel around. Okay.
Am I allowed to see? Just for fun.
Where is it? Ooh, there's it.
What the flip? Okay.
This feels like paper, like literal paper.
Pretty much.
Am I twisting it? I'm trying to make sure you can see it. Can you see it? I'm going to go with, I want to say rocket. Is it rocket? It's not. So I have to turn it around and eat it. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it basil?
Basil. That is not correct, bro. This is
I don't know what that is.
coriander.
Oh.
This is the stuff you put on food because no one does it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Bro, because you're such a good mate, how about you have one with me?
I don't mind this. It's not spicy.
Yuck! All of it!
Yeah, dude.
Are you cooked? Okay, fine. I'll eat all of it.
Yeah,
Let me turn it around. To be honest, you know what this tastes like? It tastes like I'm eating a tree.
Huh? Eating a tree.
It literally feels like eating leaves off a tree.
Oh wait, did you finish all of it? Oh, bro, there's a couple of there's a couple of spots in here for you still.
He's lying. It's gone.
Okay, those are just a few extras. Okay. That's not gonna fit. That's embarrassing. Food box person, lady. You can change it. Okay, it's me now, I guess.
Yeah. Guys, real talk. This tastes like I'm eating bark.
No, dude, it tastes like. Actually, I don't know what it tastes like. Plastic?
It tastes like you literally cut down a. Yeah, it's like falling out of my mouth. Cut down a tree, and then you said here's leaves and just ate it.
Tastes like
Bro,
blasphemy. Okay.
go for it. Am I allowed to look?
Oh, flip. I really like. Wait, I can. This is. No, not squash.
Squash.
What's a squash again?
What squash are you eating, mate?
I don't know. Oh wait, this is. Oh, please don't tell me it's like an orange or it's something else. Is it purple?
I can answer the question for you. It's not purple.
Okay, that's fine. I don't like that one fruit that has.
So
purple.
what is your guess, bro?
Lemon.
I'll turn around and.
Oh no! Wait, this is what? What's this thing called again?
It's a grapefruit, bro.
No, this is not grapefruit. Isn't there some other?
Nope, it's 100% called grapefruit.
The thing is, I've tried this before and I.
Bro, eat that whole thing.
No.
Are we saying both pieces? I've looked at the back and everyone's nodding their head to. Sorry, I'm trying to talk, but I still have pieces of grass in my mouth.
What's this thing? Wait, what is it called again?
Bro, I've told
Grapefruit.
you, it's
No,
a
it's not.
grapefruit. Bro, like really get in there, like really like.
Tastes a bit sour.
That, yeah, it's usually the case, bro. But like, yeah, ooh, yes. Oh, look at all that juice. Oh, yeah. For those of you that don't know, grapefruit, in my personal opinion, is disgusting. It's like taking a lemon,
And making it worse.
pretty much. It's like taking a lemon and then adding coriander to it. That's literally what it tastes like. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. The person that made a grapefruit, what is a grapefruit? Like, what fruit is it? It's a
Didn't I just say that I hate anything that's
citrus.
fruity, tooty?
Bro, I mean, this is the slowest I've ever seen anyone eat a grapefruit. Like, dude, like, so just a quick question. I think it's healthy to eat the peel of a fruit, right? So, my understanding is we said everything, right? So, he needs to
Please
eat
no.
the skin as well.
Please no.
Oh, yeah, here's the deal. You can eat one of them if you eat the skin as well. So,
No,
just that one.
I'm good, thanks. I'll have both then.
Can I just ask a question? Like, why is that our natural reply to things? When something's sour, everyone goes, like, what's that supposed to do? Bro, it smells intense. Like, it smells really intense. I'm looking at the back. I see some sick smiles on our producers' faces.
And they're looking at the food that's coming up just now. They're choosing. Oh, guys, I know.
One sticking out his tongue in laughter. Look at the biggest smile I've seen. Guys, I'd really love for you guys to give it up for Mike. He honestly destroyed that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy.
I don't know. It's disgusting.
I'm happy. So, Mike, if you had to give that a rating out of 10, bro, I would give my coriander a 6.
-7.
-7. Okay, we're going into the negatives.
It is disgusting. If
We're excited, the
If
next-
you like that, I don't know who you are.
Bro, apparently, you know, on a hot summer's day with
No,
the
that's
ice
when you
cube.
have watermelon or something else. Not
Personally, watermelon and grapefruit, same WhatsApp group, in my personal opinion. Like, who's got time for that? We've got the go ahead.
it's your chin.
Let's see.
I feel sorry for you. I think. I don't know.
Okay, I've got the. Whoa, there's a spoon. Am I supposed to use the spoon? Oh, it's liquidy. Oh, is this an egg? Oh,
Okay, it actually doesn't taste bad. I've tried it. It's actually not
okay,
bad.
it doesn't taste bad. Now I'm really scared.
No. Okay, I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Okay, it's cold. It's very, very cold.
Come on, it's winter. That's what we do.
I'm gonna go with egg. Is it an egg?
Nope.
No. Oh, okay.
You've had this before though. Come on.
So, guys, real talk. I've always wanted to try it, but I've never had it before. So,
Really?
I've really never had it
Yeah,
before.
I've had it quite a few times. It's not that bad. Does he have to have the whole carton?
No. I have to have what's in the thing.
Okay, but can you have the whole carton though as well?
You didn't eat the whole grapefruit.
The peel
Yeah.
never counts.
I definitely think we're gonna.
Isn't it supposed to be like sour? I haven't had this. What was that?
You know, when your body just reacts to something you have? Guys, this tastes like. I think it tastes very rich and creamy and full of cream mass.
Can they see it? Yeah. Hey, let us know in the comments or however if you really enjoy this stuff, because I think Les would really love to sit down with you and have quite a few more.
Look,
This is 500 grams. I'm pretty sure there's 2-liter ones, aren't there?
look, I will say this. It's better than the coriander, and it's better than I thought it would be. So, I'll give that a strong 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Oh,
Is
cool.
in like not nice.
No, as in it was actually decent. It was actually decent.
okay.
Yeah, can I just get a napkin, because a serviette? Because my hands went in there, like I was digging in my nose.
Ew.
What's in your nose? Okay.
Hey man, we all know when you're trying to get that booger out your nose because it's itchy and then it just becomes a wet one.
Oh, good point, good point.
Not that I'm saying I dig in my nose. Okay, Mike,
Oh yeah. Oh, wait.
it's you, bro. Why are you trying to tap? Ooh, oh, wow. Go for it, bro. Oh. Well, that's way too high. Firstly, down. No, left, in, down. Yes.
It's in a bowl. I'm waiting for a spoon. There's no spoon.
Just really dig your hands in there, bro. Like
This
really,
is liquid stuff. This
yeah,
is
like really get in there, bro.
It's not milk.
Yeah. Cool. Using your fingers to taste. Like it. Like it. Like it.
Can I taste with my fingers?
No, 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 no. You have to guess, bro.
Mm.
Dude, looking at the lens doesn't work. I tried. I tried it.
I'm trying to see. Oh, actually, wait, I see what you're saying.
You really can't see anything.
Dang it. Okay. What liquid do I hate? That's like horrible. Is it water? No. Okay, that's horrible. Yes.
3, 2, 1. First thing that comes to mind.
Goat's milk.
Well, dude, let me tell you this. You're so close. It's scary, but you're wrong. Dude, I've been wanting to taste this. Apparently, it tastes like. I was gonna let you grab it.
Water from.
It's coconut water, bro.
I don't mind coconut.
So apparently, coconut water tastes like someone drank water, spat it in another bottle, and then told you to drink it. So I'm gonna pull that out.
Is it shameful if I've said that's happened to me before?
Oh, well, that is very shameful.
It was not to my knowledge, of course.
Dude, well, I'm gonna need you to just take this and be baptized in what we. Whoa, okay, not like that. I'm gonna need you to really
It's
like.
not bad, in my opinion. But
Well-
they're looking at me like, oh, that's just because you.
Oh, dude, smell it? Oh, that doesn't smell great. That does
Apparently-
not smell like the spring of life.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh my gosh, that smells so bad.
Guys, did you even clean the bowl first? Like,
Mm.
okay, no, but legit though, there's like dirt in the bowl.
Bro, remember, it's the spring of life.
No, but
So
there's
it's
dirt in the
ground.
bowl. There's dirt in the bowl.
It's the ground. It's the nutrients.
Guys, if I get sick, I'm blaming a lady called Sivu Sinclair.
Whoa.
It's her fault.
Name and shame.
Name
Okay.
and shame.
3, 2, 1, chug. Oh. Backwash. Hey. This is,
You
that
said it
really
was-
tastes like deep coconut water. Straight from the mount. Wait. Keep going. Keep going. Guys, I encourage you to, like, not throwing shade on this product, but
Ugh. I'll give that a solid 8 out of 10. It's not.
I encourage you to buy it just so you can smell how bad it smells. If you like that, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay,
We are set for the next one.
As I reflect, I find perspective. They're in the best and worst days of this life. You were always on my side. You're in the pain, you're in the promise. And on the days the furnace finds my faith, you're the fourth within the flames. I don't need to know what the future says, 'cause if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Eyesight says I can trust him with what's next. For the God I know yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. Yeah, my hindsight says I can count on him, 'cause my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he could do it again. So I trust him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next. The God I know is known for faithfulness. Our God, a firm foundation, our rock, the only solid ground. As nations rise and fall, kingdoms once strong now shaken, we trust forever in your name, the name of Jesus. We trust the name of Jesus. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious. Unmatched in all your wisdom, in love and justice you will reign, and every knee will bow. We bring our expectation, our hope is anchored in your name, the name of Jesus. Oh, we trust the name of Jesus. You are the only King forever. Almighty God, we lift you higher. You are the only King forever, forevermore. You are victorious.
Hey City Crew, this is Word of the Week. Every week we get an encouragement from God's Word. If you don't know my name, I am Sivuyi Siwe and I'm one of the leaders here at City Crew. Now we've been currently going through the fruits of the Spirit. We've already discussed 5 of them: love, joy, peace, patience, and last week was kindness. At the end of each word of the week, we really want to be taking those words, applying them to our hearts and practicing them so that we can grow the fruit of the Spirit in our lives. This week's word of the week is goodness. And when I was researching what goodness is, I found that goodness is the quality of being morally good. So goodness is the quality of being morally good. Now, the more I did research, I started to get confused between kindness, which is what we discussed last week, and goodness. Kindness it's got more to do with being generous or being considerate of others or even helping others. That's kindness. But goodness has got more to do with being righteous. It's the righteous action of something. So when we want to develop goodness, it's about doing what God says is good and what God says is right. And when I was thinking about an account in the Bible where someone chose goodness and chose to do what God said is right, I was reminded by the account of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This can be found in Daniel chapter 1 to chapters 3. I really want to encourage you to read it, but I'm just going to condense it and break it down for us. So, King Nebuchadnezzar went to his chief official and asked him to handpick and gather a group of young men from the area of Judea. These men had to be really handsome, had to be well educated, and they had to come from important families. So Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were chosen out of a whole bunch of young men that were collected from all over Judea. The point was, King Nebuchadnezzar wanted to hand select from this huge group guys that were going to be servants to the king of Babylon. And so all of them underwent this 3-year program where they're being trained by King Nebuchadnezzar. And at the end of it all, they were going to be servants to the king of Babylon. Now, long story short, Daniel and his buddies get hand selected. They're the ones that get chosen in the end. And then their names changed. So Daniel became Belteshazzar, Hananiah became Shadrach, Mishael became Meshach, and Azariah became Abednego. Now, this is where we pick up in our story. I'm going to be reading from Daniel chapter 3. Daniel can be found in the Old Testament, the first part of the Bible. Chapter 3 is the big number 3. I'm going to be reading from verse 1. It says, King Nebuchadnezzar made a gold statue 90 feet high and 9 feet wide and set it up in the plain of Dura in the area of Babylon. Then he called all the leaders, the governors, assistant governors, captains of the soldiers, people who advised the king, keepers of the treasury, judges, rulers, and all other officers in his kingdom. He called a whole bunch of people to come together. That's a lot of people. He wanted them to come to the special service for the statue he had set up. So he invited all of these people to a special service for the statue that he had set up. So they all came for the special service and stood in front of the statue that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then the man who made announcements for the king said in a loud voice, "People, nations, and those of every language, this is what you're commanded to do. When you hear the sound of the horns, flutes, zithers, harps, pipes, and other musical instruments, you must bow down and worship the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Anyone who doesn't bow down and worship will immediately be thrown into a blazing furnace." Okay, so King Nebuchadnezzar basically sets up a gold statue in a plain, right, in Babylon. And he gives this command. When you hear these musical instruments that were listed, you need to stop what you're doing, bow down, and worship the statue. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego believed in the one true God. And because of that, they knew that they could only worship God. That meant that they couldn't worship anyone or anything else. So when King Nebuchadnezzar made this decree that when they heard these instruments, they needed to stop and worship the statue, that didn't sit right with them, because in their hearts they knew that doing the right thing and doing what God said did not involve worshiping the statue that was basically made by a man. Now they're finding themselves in a really tight situation. On the one hand, they believe God. they want to honor God, and they want to do what is right, right? They want to develop the fruit of the Spirit, goodness, in doing what is right, what God says is right. But on the other hand, King Nebuchadnezzar, the guy that selected them, has been training them for 3 years. I mean, now they have responsibility that they got from King Nebuchadnezzar. They're in a certain position. This same guy puts up a statue and gives them a commandment saying, when they hear these instruments, they need to worship the statue. What do? Here's where it becomes even more tricky. If they chose not to worship the statue, it wasn't an optional thing, like, hey, if you want to, if you have time, you can. If they chose not to worship the statue, they were going to be thrown into a blazing furnace. Now, just to clarify so we're all on the same page, a blazing furnace is not a campfire or a little flame that we all sit around and we make s'mores. Okay, that is not a blazing furnace. First of all, blazing would insinuate that it's very hot. It's not something that you can get a small burn from. And furnace is a lot bigger than a little campfire. So once you go into a furnace, you're not coming out of that furnace, right? This is pretty final. And so Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are faced with a decision. What do? Do they honor the one true God that they know to be true? Do they choose to develop goodness in their hearts and do what God says is right? Or do they save themselves and, just worship the statue? It's no big deal. Everyone is doing it anyway. These 3 guys decide, because they love God and because they want their lives to honor God, they're not going to bow down to the statue. And they got into trouble for this. They were called in to King Nebuchadnezzar. He asked them, guys, what's happening? Everybody else is worshiping the statue. Why can't you just do this one thing? And they explained to him, because we want to honor God and because we want to do what's right and because we want to develop goodness in our hearts, we cannot worship the statue. I'm pretty sure you know how that conversation ended. King Nebuchadnezzar commands that they get thrown into the blazing furnace. In fact, he takes it a step further and he commands that the furnace be made 7 times hotter than it usually is. I don't know if you've built a fire before. I haven't. I don't know how to do that, but they did it. They made this furnace 7 times hotter than usual. Then soldiers were commanded to take these 3 guys and throw them into the furnace. And the Bible says that even the people that were throwing these 3 guys into the furnace died because that's how hot this fire was. I'm going to stop the story right there. I'm going to get to the end of it right now. But for now, I want to say this. Sometimes choosing to do the right thing, sometimes choosing to do what God says is right and developing goodness in our hearts is going to cost us something. It's not always the case that when we do what God says is right, it's going to be easy, it's going to be comfortable. Sometimes it's going to cost us something. For Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, it almost cost them their lives. They were actually thrown into the furnace. King Nebuchadnezzar didn't say, okay, well, I guess I can understand where you're coming from, and pardoned them. He said to them, well, a decree is a decree. If you don't do this, this is the consequence. And they bore that consequence. I don't know what goodness looks like to you, but maybe developing goodness in our hearts means honoring our parents. I know that's a really unpopular opinion, but sometimes developing goodness means honoring our parents. It means choosing to be honest and tell the truth, even when it's easier to lie. Maybe developing goodness means standing up for someone who's being mistreated because of how they look or what they have and don't have. It's gonna cost us something to be good. But can I say that actually we get to choose goodness because we want our lives to honor God and we want to look more like Jesus. We want to do things that make God's heart happy. In fact, everything we need to know about what pleases God and what He says is good and right can be found in His Word in the Bible. And the more we read the Bible, the more we understand God's heart and the more we can do things to please Him, because ultimately there's no greater honor than living your life in a way that pleases God. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to the story and tell you what happens next. The 3 guys are in the fire. They've chosen to do what God said is right as opposed to doing something that's going to protect them. They get thrown into the fire. Now, King Nebuchadnezzar looks into one of the windows and he sees, hang on, there's 4 guys in the fire. Didn't we only throw 3 guys into the fire? What was happening? Jesus himself was in the fire with them. But not only that, they were walking around in the fire, as in the fire wasn't consuming them. King Nebuchadnezzar's like, what is happening? Bring those guys out here right now. They pull the 3 of them out, and the word says that not a single hair was singed off of their heads, and their clothes didn't even smell like smoke. I've been around a campfire. When I walk away, I smell like smoke. These guys were in a blazing furnace. Their hair wasn't burnt, and they didn't smell like smoke. Why? Because God was with them in the fire. I really want to encourage us. Sometimes it's difficult to do the right thing. Sometimes it's difficult to choose goodness and to develop that fruit of the Spirit in our heart. But it's always worth it, and we're never alone. God is with us in that difficult time. So this week, if you're confronted by something that's difficult, but you know it's the right thing to do, I want to encourage you to choose goodness, because the more we choose it, the more we practice it, the more it will grow in our hearts and be part of our lives. I really hope this encouraged you, and we'll see you again next week.